viewers, Vanakkam, Vandanam, Namaskaram. You are watching Namma channel. It's full and full education and entertainment. Watch the video carefully and learn it everything.
Rational numbers. Representing rational numbers on the number line. What are natural numbers? They are numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. They start at 1 and go on till infinity. They can be represented on a number line like this. As you can see, the number line has a starting point at 1 and it can extend to infinity to the right. What are whole numbers? They are numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. They start at 0 and go on till infinity. They can be represented on a number line like this. As you can see, the number line has a starting point at 0 and it can extend to infinity to the right. What are integers? They are numbers like -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. They can be represented on a number line like this. As you can see, the number line can extend to infinity in both directions. All the negative integers lie to the left of the 0 and all the positive integers lie to the right of the 0. What about showing rational numbers on the number line? Is it possible? Of course it is. You already know. Rational numbers are numbers that can be represented on the number line. Let us represent -2/3 on the number line. Now you can see that -2/3 is less than 0. So it lies to the left of 0. Now we have to find between which two integers does it lie. Now the numerator is less than the denominator. So we say that the number lies between 0 and -1. Now we draw the number line and mark 0 and -1 on it. Now in the number -2/3, the denominator is 3. So we divide the portion between 0 and -1 into 3 equal parts and name these parts serially as -1/3, then -2/3 and then -3/3, that is -1. -1 is already written on the number line, so we don't need to write it again. And then mark the point -2/3. Let's try one more. Represent 8/3 on the number line. Now the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So first we have to convert it into a mixed fraction. 8/3 is equal to 2 and 2/3. Now you can see that there is an integer 2 and the fraction 2/3. So from the integer 2 we can say that the rational number 8/3 lies between 2 and 3. Now we draw the number line and mark 2 and 3 on it. Now the denominator is 3. So we divide the portion between 2 and 3 into 3 equal parts and then we name them. The first part is 7/3, the second one 8/3 and the third one is 9/3, that is 3 we already have on the number line. 8/3 is the number which is equal to 2 and 2/3. So we mark it. Let's represent 5 upon 7 on the number line. It lies between 0 and 1. We draw the number line and mark 0 and 1 on it. Then we divide the portion between 0 and 1 into 7 equal parts. Finding rational numbers between two other rational numbers. Find two numbers between 1 and 2. If you look at the number line, you may think that there are no numbers between 1 and 2. Well, it's okay for the old you to think that way, since the old you only knew about the natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers. What the new you would say is, you want two numbers? I can give you 200 numbers between 1 and 2. Why would the new you say that? Because the new you knows more mathematics. The new you knows about rational numbers. Let's look at what lies between 1 and 2. So what's in the middle? There's 1 upon 2, that is half. Can you divide it further? Yes. Dividing 1 and half will give you 1 upon 4, that is 1/4, a quarter. And dividing the section between half and 2 will give you 3 upon 4, which is 3/4. Let's clear all these and start over. What if you need to find 10 numbers between 1 and 2? Well, think of a denominator that is greater than 10. We can think of 15. How can you write 1 with denominator 15? You can write it as 15 upon 15. And how can you write 2 with denominator 15? You can write it as 30 upon 15. Now, you can easily find any 10 rational numbers between 15 upon 15 and 30 upon 15. What are they? 16 upon 15, 17 upon 15, 18 upon 15, 19 upon 15, 20 upon 15, 21 upon 15, 22 upon 15, 23 upon 15, 24 upon 15, 25 upon 15, 26 upon 15, 27 upon 15, 28 upon 15, and 29 upon 15. Now, you know what to do if you need to find 200 numbers between 1 and 2. Yay! Cheers to the rational you! Did you understand how to find the rational numbers between rational numbers?
In this video, we are going to learn how do you write rational numbers between two given numbers. Write 5 rational numbers between 2 upon 5 and 13 upon 5. Before we get into doing this question, let me recall what is a rational number. A rational number is any number which can be written in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers, okay, and Q is not equal to 0. So you are told that there are two rational numbers, 2 upon 5 and 13 upon 15. You have to find out 5 numbers which lie between these two numbers. Now, normally there are infinite numbers which lie between any two rational numbers. Okay? And to find out 5 of these numbers, what we need to do is, first step is, you need to convert the given numbers in such a form that their denominators are common. Okay? And for that, what we need to do is we need to find out the LCM of the two denominators, which is 5 and 15 in our case. So if we find out the LCM of 5 and 15, 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 3 is 15, 3, 1, 1. Okay, so 3 times 5 or 15 actually is the LCM of these two numbers. The next step, we convert these given fractions in such a form that they can be written with the denominator as 15. Okay, so we will multiply this by 3 by 3. Why? Because 5 times 3 gives you 15 and 2 times 3 gives you 6. So in other words, 2 by 5 can be written as 6 by 15. Similarly, we need to convert the second number in such a form that the denominator becomes 15. But in this case, this is already 15, right? So what are the numbers that lie between these two given numbers? That's fairly simple. What you need to do is you just need to write down the denominators as 15 for all the numbers which are required to be found out. We need 5, so I've just put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the numerator of the numbers which lie between these two has to lie between 6 and 13. So we can write 7 here, 8, 9, 10, 11. Since we had to find out 5 numbers, I've given 5. You could have chosen 12 by 15 as well. Right? There is another common method of finding out a rational number between two numbers, which is, let's say for example, once you've converted this into these common thing, you can find it out by 6 by 15 plus 13 by 15 divided by 2, right? But this is fairly tricky, a long method of doing things, right? And therefore we avoid doing it at all times. We don't need to use this method because it's a long method. Once you find out, you'll get one number, then you need to again add these two and continue that way. So we use the preferred method, which is what we discussed earlier.
Number line. In the center we have 0. On the right hand side we have 1 by 4, 2 by 4 and 3 by 4. On the left hand side we have minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4 and minus 3 by 4 and so on. Say we want to find the number of rational numbers between minus 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. Before we try to find the number of rational numbers between them, let us try finding the average of these two numbers. To find the average, we add the two numbers and multiply them by half. So we can write the average as half multiplied by minus 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Since the denominators are the same in the bracket, we add the numerators over the denominator. It will equal half multiplied by minus 1 plus 3 divided by 4. That gives us half multiplied by 2 by 4. 2 cancels out from the numerator and the denominator, and we get 1 by 4. If this is our number line and these two are our numbers, then 1 by 4 will lie here, exactly in between the two numbers. Now we have found one rational number between the two rational numbers. What are we trying to prove? We want to know how many rational numbers exist between two rational numbers. To find another number between these two numbers, we can find the average of these two numbers or maybe these two numbers. Say we choose the first two. That is, we find the average of minus 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. That will be half multiplied by sum of minus 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. This plus this is 0 and half multiplied by 0 is 0. The average of these two numbers will be marked here, exactly in between minus 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. Next, we can find the average of these two numbers or maybe these two numbers. What does this mean? It means that we can find averages endlessly, which proves that there lie infinite rational numbers between any two rational numbers.
Thank you for watching நம்ம சேனல். இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. மறக்காம இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பக்கத்துல இருக்கக்கூடிய பெல் பட்டனை ட்ரைன் தட்டுங்க.